Associate Professor Rafaella Demichells was never what you'd call a computer geek. But these days, she spends a lot of time using our national supercomputing facilities at NCI in Canberra and here at the Pawsey Centre in Perth. She needs the massive processing power for something she is passionate about, improving our fundamental understanding of materials.
I make models of minerals and other materials to understand how they are formed, how they grow, what's their properties, and how they interact with their environments.
Associate Professor Demichelis is a computational chemist at Curtin University. Her mission is not just to understand nature, but to mimic it. She believes that could be key to overcoming one of the big environmental challenges of our time, climate change.
In nature, mineral surfaces undergo all sorts of chemical transformation that are able to sequester carbon dioxide, to transform carbon dioxide into fuel, so into other organic molecules. And all of this happen in nature. We know it happens, but we don't know the chemistry.
Her models are trying to change that. Not only could her findings help efforts to remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere, but they could also assist with the production of new materials and even clean energy.
Probably the most important part of my work is to make sure that the models that I develop are realistic, because with a computer and a bit of coding and a mathematical equation, you can make basically everything happen. But does that make sense? Is that realistic? So a lot of my time is spent in challenging my models.
Associate Professor Demichellis grew up in Italy. She clearly remembers the moment her schoolteacher explained how water molecules rearrange themselves during freezing and melting. That was the day she decided to pursue a career in science.
I saw all of these pretty pictures and I said, wow, I want to do that. I've always been very much interested in the theory of things.
But understanding the theory of things isn't always straightforward. A lot of her experiments end in failure.
The curiosity of finding out, I think that's what drives most scientists to overcome the failure. It's very important also for the community, because you tell people, don't do that, because that's not going to work. So failure is a scientific result.
But Associate Professor Demichellis has had no shortage of success, including being awarded the Dorothy Hill Medal for the critical impact of her work in the earth sciences.